In this series of C programming, in this video, we are going to discuss what is increment and what is decrement operator in C. So let's start. Increment and decrement. Now increment denoted by plus plus, it denotes by minus minus. Now these two operators are very important in unary operators in C. So increment and decrement can only support for the unary operator. Now what is mean by unary operator? Unary operator are those which are applied on single operand. Now what is mean by single operand? The operation can be performed on one operand called as a single operand, and that is nothing but the unary operand. If you are performing the operation or operators on two operands called as a binary operands. Now let's understand with this example. Suppose for example a plus plus. Now this increment can be applied on one single operand, that is, now here you can see this is the only one single operand or one operand. So binary can be having the two operands, like for example a plus b. Now a and b make the two operands. So increment and decrement can only apply for one single operand. That's why it is called as a unary operands. Now, for example, a plus plus and a minus minus, that is a increment and a decrement. So increment operator increase the value of variable by 1 and decrement operator decrease the value of variable by 1. For example, suppose a is equal to 5, then plus plus, so a becomes 6. Again, if I make plus plus, it becomes 7. A minus minus or minus minus a, it becomes 6. A minus minus becomes 5. Now let's understand what are the types of increment and decrement operator in C. Now there are basically two types, that is prefix operator and postfix operator. Now these are the two categories of increment and decrement, that is prefix and postfix. Now again the prefix operator can again categorized in increment, that is prefix increment, and prefix decrement, that is prefix before a we apply plus plus and before a we apply minus minus, called as prefix increment, prefix decrement. Similarly here postfix operator, postfix decrement or postfix increment, that is after operand, that is a plus plus and a minus minus. So these are four basic categorized or types of increment and decrement operator. Let's understand the meaning of each type. Let's understand first what is mean by prefix increment operator, and it denoted before a, that is plus plus a. Before operand we have to write a plus plus or increment. Now prefix, you know that it operator increment the current value of variable by 1 and only this value is used in the expression. So prefix is nothing but that is before increment, or prefix, that is first get increment. So here we have to increment first and then it used inside any expression. Now while you occur plus plus a into any expression, then you have to add 1, that is first get incremented and then it get used into the expression. Let's consider this example. A is equal to 5. Now a is equal to 5. Then plus plus a, that is prefix. So prefix a, it increment the value of a first. So because of the prefix, it first get incremented. That is, it becomes the value 6 and then it used into the expression. That is the meaning of prefix increment. Here we are going to add first and then we are going to use it into the expression. Now similarly, in postfix increment operator, as the name indicate, it in postfix. So in postfix, in this postfix, first variable is used inside the expression with the original value. Now whatever the original value will get used first and then it get incremented. That is, in expression we are using the as it is value, that is the original value, because it's a postfix, that is after using we are going to increment it and then the value is increased by 1. So we'll going to use this value, first variable is used as a original value, and after using into the expression the value is going to increase by 1. For example, a is 6. Now 6 is here original value, we're going to keep it as it is into the expression, and after using the expression the value it gets post incremented a plus plus, so it becomes the 7. So new updated value become the 7, but in expression we use the original value 6 because of the postfix increment. Now similarly, prefix decrement operator, that is before operand minus minus a. Now prefix, that is first we have to it decreased by 1 and then the variable is used inside the expression. Let's consider the example minus minus a. Now a is 7, so we'll get the first decrease by 1, so it becomes 6 and then 6 is used into the any expression. So a becomes 6 and we're going to use it in any expression. Now similarly, postfix decrement, as post a minus minus, so this variable is used inside the expression with the original value only and then the value is decreased by 1. Now the a is 6, now 6 is used as it is. After using 6 we're going to decrease a minus minus, so a becomes 5. So this is the postfix decrement. Let's understand this with the one example. Now let's understand this with one example. Now here inside main we declare two variable, variable 1 and variable 2. Now variable 1 is 5 and variable 2 is 5. Now inside printf we print %d variable plus plus. Now this is post increment. Now we know that this is as post increment, we use the value first. So the value of variable 1 is the 5. Now 5 is the original value, we have to use as it is into the expression, and then the variable 1 is going to get the executed, or variable 1 is get incremented. Now variable 1 is only post increment, so we are going to use this value as it is. So here the variable 5 is increased to 6, but the 5 is going to display. Now printf %d plus plus variable 2. Now this is the prefix increment. So prefix increment as is prefix, so before using the variable 2 value we have to increment it. So variable 2 is nothing but the 5. Now 5 is going to increment by 1 and then it going to used into the expression. So variable 2 becomes the 6. That is the printf will, here the result will going to print the 6 and then the 6 is displayed. Let's check the result. Now here you can see the variable first, that is print %d variable 1 plus plus. So 5 get printed because it is a post increment, so we'll use the value of variable 5 first. Now printf %d plus plus variable 2, it's an prefix increment, so here we're going to increment and then we're going to use into the expression. So result of variable 1 and variable 2 is 5 and 6. Now let's consider one more example. As a is equal to 5, b is equal to 7, and int c minus minus plus b minus minus, printf %d c. Now let's solve this expression c is equal to minus minus a plus b minus minus. Now we know that a minus minus, that is prefix decrement. Now value of a is 5, as it is a prefix, so we have to decrement it first. So value of a becomes the 4 plus b minus minus. Now this is the post decrement. As post decrement, we use the original value as it is 7 and then we're going to decrement. So the expression result is a plus 4 plus 7 is nothing but the 11. Now let's consider one more example. Suppose a is equal to 4, b is equal to 9. Int c is equal to a plus b plus in second bracket minus minus a plus b minus minus and printf %d c. Now what will be the result of this expression? Let's consider the first bracket a plus b plus plus. Now value of a is the 4 plus, now this is the post increment. Now inside post increment we use the value of b first, that is the original value 9, and after using we're going to increment. So we'll keep the 9 as it is, but b is going to increment, so b's values become the 10. But here we're going to use the 9 as it is a post increment. So 4 plus 9, this bracket value is nothing but the 13. Now let's solve the second bracket. The second bracket is nothing but the minus a, that is prefix decrement plus postfix decrement. Now it is a prefix, so first we are going to decrement a, that is the value of a is 3 plus the b minus minus. Now here we know that the value of b is 10 and it, as 10 is the post decrement, so we're going to use the original value 10 as it is, and after using it get decremented. So the expression result is 3 plus 10 is the 13, and the previous 13 plus 13 will print %d c's value, or expression result is nothing but the 26. Now let's consider one more example for practice. Now inside main a is equal to 5, a plus plus, printf after increment a becomes %d a, you have to print the result a minus minus, that is post decrement, and after decrementing value of e. Now let's solve one more example. Now you can give the answer or find out what will be the output of this program. Suppose q is equal to 10, p plus plus q. Now find out what will be the output of p, printf %d p and q if q is 10 and p is equal to plus plus q. Now let's see one more example for practice. Now here b is equal to 10 and a is equal to b plus plus, that is post increment, and what will be the value of a and b. You can give, now here you can find out the output of all this program, that is increment and decrement operators, and give the answer into the comment box. Thank you.